What is going on, patio tanks? I got a bunch of new cool things for you guys. Let me turn on the light for you guys because it's getting a little bit darker. As you guys can see here, I got a new golden base. These fries are coming along. I just did a water change, so it might be a little murky. The floor is a little wet, but these guys are super hungry. I just fed them, and they're hungry again. They're always eating. These guys are always eating non-stop like crazy. But I want to say that they are ready to go. If you guys want to reach out, be some of the first buyers to grab them, be my guest. All right, these guys are very cool. They're nice looking little canfas, but I will have to say that this one and my other batch, I want to say they're probably equally, because mom is the same, but dad might be a little different depending on your kind of taste. You want a big Coke, or you want a small, not small Coke, but then you want a monster potato head shape. But this is pretty cool right here. These guys are pretty freaking cool. And then I got one guy right here, or one gal right here. She's gonna lay. This guy, he got beat up pretty hard by one of my other females, and actually the female that got beat up by him is that female right there, which is, he got beat up in the same spot. But then I tossed her into here, and he got super aggressive. I mean, he was recovered already. He just got some of the patches right there from recovering, but he got super aggressive and he started beating her up. So I had to cut his lip, and then she got super aggressive and started biting his mouth like extra worse. That's why his mouth looks a little off. So I had to cut her lip so both of them don't mess up each other, because they're pretty comfortable with each other right now. But I'm gonna try to keep testing him just to see how it goes. She does have a nice double row. He's got some good pearls. So I want to really see this batch work, get some nice F3 breeder that will have good pearls and good Flowerhorn line. But this batch right here hopefully works. It's going to be the second time spawning. This male is a pretty weird male right here. He's first time he won't spawn or fertilize the eggs. In the second batch, he will definitely fertilize those eggs, which is kind of weird, because for the past few times that I've bred him, he's always like that. And not sure why he's like that. I do have the golden base in here. He's kind of shy, and thanks to Ronnie Franklin, man. Ronnie, you've made some really nice viejas. This is one of the nice ones. You sold a really nice one already, which I really like, but this one is exceptional as well. I'm gonna pair her up with my F2 female. They're both pretty small, around the same size, so hopefully they can grow together and breed and make me some nice F1. I'm excited for this batch right here. And this batch right here, I'm anticipating for them to lay anytime. Well, that one's gonna be laying probably tomorrow or Sunday, so the next day, because today's Friday. And that female down there, I'm expecting for her to lay tomorrow. She lays pretty quick as well too. Her tube is already dropped. This female, her tube is dropped as well too. They've been fighting a little bit because hormonal change and whatnot. So hopefully they work out. And down here, I got one guy in here. I'm grooming this guy. Somebody is coming to pick him up quick. I post him up, and somebody was really interested in grooming him, so they're gonna come and grab him. This guy, I don't think I'm gonna be letting him go anymore, because I got one guy who was interested in him, but then he is such a pain in the butt to groom. He does not like people, and he would prefer to stay with a pair or a partner or a split tank, which is not ideal for competition fish, and just not ideal for any new groomer or other people to be grooming this type of fish. If you're not patient with the fish, if you're not, if you want the fish to look good, this type of fish will definitely scare you away from just trying to have fun grooming the fish, and it will not like you. It's always hiding. That's why I have nothing in here but the parrot with them. And then I move all the fries into this tank right here. There's only like about 50 of them left in here. So if anybody's interested in these guys, they're really good looking. Like that one right there. Focus. Oh man, can't focus. But oh, two of them right there, really good looking. Another one right here. So there's still a very good amount of them left. And I do have a new breeder right here. He is quite interesting. He's the F3. Look at that. He's very interesting. Just gotta wait a few more days for him to recover. I do have a few fries I couldn't get, but you know what? They could be food for him. They could be, you know, friends for him. Whatever makes him feel a little bit comfortable more in the tank. Same with this guy. Somebody has already got him, paid for him already, so they're gonna most likely pick him up soon. Or no, I have to ship him out. So yeah, pretty nice looking guy right here. Whoever picked him up is very lucky. But this one is not going. He's gonna be my breeder as well too. And the other day when I came home, you know, if you guys could see, less of my goldfish have died off, or you know, it was really hot the other day, 90 degrees. It jumped from, you know, the temperature jumped pretty quick, and I came home and the water was good, but all of my like at least 6 or 7 of my goldfish was floating on top, just dead. They couldn't breathe, but these guys were just at the bottom swimming around. They do look a little stressed, but they were swimming around. But I was quite upset. But you know, pretty soon I'm gonna be bringing these guys to my uncle so he could breed them. He is a better breeder of goldfish, so he's gonna be taking them. But in this tank, I've lowered the water. I put some of my fish keeper over there. This side is empty, so they can't reach. But in here, I wanted to check to see if I do have some fries, which is my F4 and one of my F1 female. I was siphoning a lot of dead eggs, and then I went over to that little corner where she's at, and a bunch of fries were over there. So I immediately stopped. I was kind of upset that they were just guarding dead eggs, because most of them were on the plate and they were over at the corner. So I was like, you know what, let me check. And then I was siphoning everywhere else north, but that corner right there, that corner, I immediately siphoned and saw like a bunch of fries lift up. So I stopped, let the water right here. I'm not going to add any more water. This is a lot of green water, which is very healthy, but I'm going to keep it like this until they are strong free swimmers, and then I'll move the female and the male out. They're both very good parents, always guarding the egg and guarding the babies. So, and they were attacking my siphon, so which is good news, you know, good parents. And yeah, I got some new fries. So these will be very, very good looking fries in my opinion. Not the biggest Coke, but they'll have big potato Coke that will eventually bloom very big, because he carries big Coke gene. She is from a farm of a big Coke farm as well too. So I'm excited for this batch. This is going to be a very nice batch. And yeah, that is it for patty tanks. I catch you guys in the next video. Adios and deuce.